What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we got a day trading recap. Check it out. Well, guys, today's a pretty good day. Went 2 for 2 on the day. Traded a small cap, then I went ahead and traded some Tesla options, and it was a really good day. Traded some like good moves. Like my first trade of the day was very well calculated. I even had an ad back, and I took some more profit along the way as well, before inevitably stopping out of the remainder of the position when it pulled back a little bit too much. And it goes to show you that these small caps, and pretty much like the same trend that we were seeing last week where support zones aren't holding up all that well, is still intact, which makes trading that much more difficult. So don't let it fool you. Today wasn't that easy of a day trading day, but we were able to pull out some profits here at the daytraderchatroom.com by trading plans, by establishing a pre-market watch list with trade plans and executing accordingly. And the numbers don't lie. Today's polls are great, and I'll show those to you here, as well as my alerts and how members did in the chat room. Now, before we move any further, I'm not going to ask you to press the like button. Don't do that. Don't hit the like button. Just watch. Give me a few minutes here so you can learn from the charts. If at the end you feel like you learned, you got value, then, or the moment you feel you have value, go ahead and smash the like button for me. And if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell. I had to move and get a little bit better in the shade because, man, it's hot out here. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into the charts here. But before we do, remember to check out the description section there. You got Trade Ideas 15% off coupon code. You got Webull. You just download the app, fund the account now with just $5, and you get a free stock. So make sure you take advantage of that. And you have the daytraderchatroom.com. 5-day trial down there. You get access to dashboard, video lesson library, and some of the courses. So make sure you take advantage of that down there. Now let's go ahead and jump into this recap here. Now let me grab the dashboard here. We'll go ahead and jump over to the watch list here. Click watch list, and today's watch list, Monday, TVTX, ADMA, NAOV, and then scanners. There was not a whole lot that I liked on watch today, but we did trade NAOV. That one provided a nice little trade. And I also traded Tesla. We'll go over both those trades here in a minute. Now, today was a day where I said, don't really like a whole lot that's out there right now. And if you're watching this on YouTube, these are my trade idea scanners. There's a link in the description and comment section below with a 15% off coupon code. I didn't like much of the gappers this morning. I really didn't. But, we had TVTX on watch. It was a leading gapper. It had a big gap up, but as you can see, it dropped and it's fading so far. It's held its 100-day moving average so far here. We'll see what happens on that one. We also had ADMA on watch, and ADMA has basically faded about 50% of its gap up, so it's violated the support zone, so that one is no longer valid in my opinion. And we also did talk about AMC, like Sun's bringing up there in chat. AMC with a nice little pop here. This one's actually surviving quite well today, considering how most of the stocks are red today. Overall market isn't looking the greatest in a sense, just because we are pulling in here off the news of the Fed starting to think about tapering off its asset repurchasing program next month in September. Now, I think the SPY is probably going to hold on to this 442 area because that news isn't wildly unexpected either, in my opinion. NAOV, guys, I told you to keep eyes on this one. This one was the trade that I had this morning, and we did make a move here higher. So definitely continue to keep NAOV on watch. Let me scroll back here, and I'll show you the trade we took and the reasons why I took it. NAOV here kind of had a little bit of a double bottom. Now, this morning when the bell rang, NAOV pushed straight off the bell for 3 minutes straight up. And I told you guys, I would love nothing more than see NAOV give us a quick little pullback. And I really wanted a fresh new low. I wanted NAOV to get down there like 310 or something like that. But it didn't. It almost gave us here a little bit of a double bottom. All right. And I like that. So I was like, okay, NAOV, I'm going to keep it on watch, see if it can break and hold VWAP. We broke VWAP here and began to hold it in this candle right here, and right in there I came in, got a starter position, right? And then when we had this quick little dip and it got bought right back up, I added to my position and went in, and I had about 75% of the size I wanted. Now, as soon as we pushed up towards the highs here, I started taking some profits as we squeezed higher. And I'll get you my alerts real quick here, and I'll show them to you here so you guys see them over on YouTube. Long starter NAOV 336, stop 315 area, taking some profits 341, more off 349, more off 348, and I added back to my position at 346, took some more profit off at 354, and then stopped out the rest at 338. Then comes my Tesla trade. Now I'll show you real quick here where my add back was. So here we put in those highs and we start to scroll back some, right? We start to pull back some. So let me scroll forward here. And you see we start to pull in. And we start to pull in on smaller volume. We pulled in on smaller volume. I was like, okay, well, I kind of like that. So right in here, I went ahead and added back, looking for this 9 EMA crossing over VWAP. And what I was looking for was that, with a nice 9 EMA crossover and a continuation move towards 375. Guys, before I forget, make sure to check out Sunday's video. I dropped a video with 3 tips that can help you become a better day trader right out the gates. 84 bucks. That's what I was looking for. That's why I added back, because we had a nice pullback on low volume. So, I took some profit off as we pushed up quickly to test the highs in here, in this next candle. Right in there, really pretty much almost the high of this candle, if I'm not mistaken. And then, I stopped out the rest. Simple as that. I stopped out the rest as we broke down and, called it a trade. But it was nice because I got 2 take profits plus another little take profit here on the add back. So it was a nice trade overall. Now, this is definitely one to continue keeping on watch because it has made that move towards that 375 area. So that was the NAOV trade. All right, now let's jump on over to the Tesla trade. And the Tesla trade, the Tesla trade is a little bit disheartening in a way, because my main goal on Tesla was earlier this morning, right in here, when we were in NAOV. I was looking for Tesla to give a quick little bounce back towards 700 on low volume and then get a rejection off that level. If I would have gotten that rejection off that level, that's where I would have looked to have gotten short. I was going to short the stock itself at that point and see if I can write it down to new lows, right? It would have worked beautifully, but the stock did not give us the bounce. I was looking for a low volume bounce, and all we got was basically low volume consolidation, sideways consolidation here on low volume. So I didn't get that trade. Stayed in NAOV. That's when I added back to NAOV and stuff like that, right? So then I was already flat NAOV as Tesla pushed in to make new lows, but I told you guys I was going to keep watching it to see if it gives me a low volume bounce attempt. Gave one quick little low volume bounce attempt here, but it was quickly bought right back up. No trade for me yet on it. Now finally, right in here, I said, guys, what I'm going to watch for Tesla is a low volume bounce back into this level that will provide me the opportunity for a small scalp trade. I said, I'm not going to look to basically trade it all the way back down here to the lows, just because, I mean, we're down so much already on the day on Tesla, and that is a significant, nice bounce attempt there. I figured we'll see a little bit of a weak bounce and maybe a quick little drop where I can scalp some contracts, and that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I went ahead in this candle here. I went ahead and took a small position and got long some puts, and I'll show you that alert right now. Here you go. Long Tesla put option, 680 strike, expiration 820, 1370. Stop if Tesla gets back over 685, taking some profits 450, flat 1505 on those put options. Now, why did I do that? Well, we had a nice little rejection here of that 23.6 Fibonacci level, along with this previous little short-term, like support zone. But it's not only that. If you put the crosshairs here intraday and you line them up, you look at the daily, watch what happens when I line up my crosshairs in there. You see the little bit of a light, like resistance zones in areas like this, for example. Watch. There you go. You could see it come across. So I was like, okay, maybe this could provide a little level of resistance where I can get a quick little drop. And that's exactly what we did. Got long the puts and immediately took a little piece of profit off and got flat in this next candle. It was just a small little quick scalp of some contracts. I wasn't looking for the banger trade that I would have been looking for had I gotten my bounce back up here. That would have been different. I would have been looking for a 10-20 point drop on Tesla, something that I'm not looking for right now, right? Because we're down so much on the day already. I've got to figure we're going to see some sideways consolidation for a while before the next drop, which I think the 200-day, 50-day, and the 100-day moving averages in here could act as a level like of a magnet and pull the stock down. And maybe we got to bounce off of that zone, if not today, sometime this week, depending on the overall market, of course. So those are my trades this morning, 2 for 2 on Tesla. NAOV and Tesla. And let me show you the poll results from the team today. This is what we did today, and we had free chat Monday going on. So we had a bunch of free members in here that were taking advantage of the day. 72% of traders in the room were green today, 9% to break even, and 18% didn't trade. And it's always good to respect the people who didn't trade because they stayed true to their conviction on the day with their watch list. So good job today, team. Well, guys, the weather is better today, so I think after this trading day, I'm going to go ahead and jump on the boat, and maybe we'll go take the family out for a spin, or maybe even do a little bit of fishing. Got to see what the ocean conditions look like, and go from there. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. If you did, smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video. Make sure to check out yesterday's video. It's how to become a better day trader, and I'll catch you on the next one.